All right. If you are watching this on the recording in the future, please do me a favor and comment how to make money on Legiit. So if you could please type how to make money on Legiit in the chat or in the comments, depending on if you're watching this live or in the future, I would appreciate it. I've had a stinking cold recently and I've missed your latest video series. Can you let me know? Why, certainly. What you can just do is go to YouTube and go to my channel, which you obviously know how to navigate to because you're asking from there. And you can go visit your channel. And if you go to well, first of all, I'm learning from my analytics that people that watch my lives don't also watch my regular videos. And that's where a lot of the actual value on this channel is. So please go watch my regular videos at Chris M. Walker /videos. I'll put them in the chat or YouTube / you get it. Please go watch those. It would really help out my my channel and my metrics and things like that. Watch them, learn from them. Let me know your questions, feedback, and so on. Live, as you can find here, and those are every day. Now, yesterday's was short, and so was last Sunday's, but the rest of them are pretty lengthy and pretty in-depth and so on. So check those out, and yeah, that's the answer to your question. Terry says, I've been trying out Lovable, and thanks to you, I'm developing something great that's going to help me offer a better service on Legiit. Thanks to you. Awesome. In case you don't know what he's talking about Lovable.dev, which is an AI coding platform. You basically just tell it what you want to build, and it'll build it for you, more or less. It's a little more involved than that, but how to create a personal brand who is an SEO and approach people to get legit leads. People do not generally like getting promotional DMs, I know, though, so sending promotional right off the bat is, in my opinion, showing disrespect to that person. Yeah, so there's a way to go about it. I'm kind of doing it right now, to be honest. Like, just build value. Like, you know how to do things, talk about them, go into groups and answer questions, be where people are and help them with things. And that's how you will get build a personal brand. It takes longer than that. You have to, have a thing that's your specialty. You need to organize your profile in such a way that it reflects what you do. Like, if I can go look at your profile and learn more about politics than I can about your brand, then you're doing it wrong. So you need to go, and that's not saying something that you do, but brand your profile around your niche and who you're trying to help. Go into groups and help people. Wait till they come to you, and then start building your own assets. YouTube, Facebook, email have what worked best for me, but you can also do Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever platforms you're good at. So hopefully that answers your question. Please help me. What kind of link building strategy are you using for rank and rent or lead gen business to our fast rank? Well, if you watch the case study I've done here on the channel, most of what we did was just foundation links. We did foundation links, citations, social media profiles, web 2.0s, and a press release. And that was enough to get us to #1 for damn near everything. Of course, we had an EMD, which apparently means all the SEO we did doesn't count, according to one troll. But that's kind of what we did. So how to get orders on Legiit. And this is from Digital Steam. So I'm going to do this in the format of profile review, which, by the way, if you want to get your profile review, join the Legiit Slack channel, and I do one every single day in there. Okay, and fair warning, I'm going to be completely brutal with you, whether it's good or bad. Completely honest, and if it hurts your feelings, I don't care. So, all right. I actually don't hate your branding. I think it's kind of playful, kind of fun. I would consider using your face, maybe even get like a small picture of your face and stick it in the astronaut's helmet. I think that would be kind of funny and kind of playful and kind of cool, and people would like that. So consider trying that. I mean, it's not wrong to use a branded logo. I prefer when people use their face. That's your decision. I get why some people don't want to do that, but anyway, get a profile video made so you can actually like explain to people why you are good. Let's look at your about. See, your about should actually be a sales letter. And I know why it says why people do it this way, but just telling people what you can do, no one cares. So look at my profile. I wrote it as an actual direct response sales letter. You know you need SEO, but who can you trust? See how I actually like address people's problems and what they make their pain worse. And then I tell them how I can fix it. And then I tell them what I can do. And then I give them the opportunity to work with me. So it's different. And so do that. Let's take a look. Where was your profile? All right. So the biggest problem you have is that nobody wants the kind of stuff that you're offering because it's just not that valuable. Like 100 unique domain DA, like what does that even mean? I have no idea what that is. The thumbnails are okay. They have actually, they're not that bad, to be honest. Again, I think you should have your face in the astronaut's helmet, but but right now you're not going to get any sales because first of all, these prices are just ridiculous. At least some of them are. Some of them are fine, but like this one is probably ridiculous. We'll look at that in a minute. But these are premium, powerful SEO packages quality. That doesn't tell me enough. Like, I don't know what that is. That's not going to make me click. Boost your SEO with blog comments. I mean, some people use them. I don't. Manually, backlinks. That might be okay. I don't know. It depends. So, I mean, these aren't terrible, but they're just not descriptive enough. So, but let's take a look at this one and see what you could possibly be doing to qualify that or justify that price. Okay, no one is going to give you $700 for a sales page like this. This is clearly AI, or if it's not AI, it's copy pasta at best. So you need to write a direct response sales letter telling people why they absolutely need the service, why their life is going to be better when they buy the service than it is right now. That's the way you sell anything to anybody, is to convince them that their life will be better by giving you that money and in exchange for whatever it is you do. And you have not done that right now. So I could send every single visitor on Legiit to this page and you wouldn't get any orders. So right now you have to completely rewrite your copy. As your profile, it doesn't look too bad. Digital Steam is not a bad username. I was really expecting this to be a lot worse, to be honest. I would get, like I said, a picture of yourself in the astronaut's helmet. I think that would really make it stand out. You need to make better titles that are more clickbaity. Try to make your profile look like a YouTube channel, like mine. And then work on what you offer and how you explain it. And I think that's going to be, can you give me tips how to improve my, okay. So the number one thing you're doing wrong is focusing on how to improve your ranking. That is when people ask me that, I know that they aren't going to do well because they're assuming, they're being arrogant is what they're really doing, and assuming that their profile is so good that it's going to it would make sales if it could rank. And the truth is that's not true. Like traffic is not the problem. The problem is probably that your services suck. So you say that it's already optimized. I bet I could tear it to shreds if I saw it. I don't know your username. I'm not really asking, but instead of trying to rank it, try to market your business, which means find something that businesses need, make it optimized, not optimized, but make it presentable, make sure you explain to them why you need it, and then go share it to them. If you're just going to wait around for some algorithm to dump traffic on you, it's not going to be a sustainable strategy. It's not going to win. Go ask anybody who had a content business, like a publishing business, and was relying on Google for traffic up until September 2023, how that works out. How to do internal linking or content mirroring backlinks. I don't know what content mirroring is. Internal linking is my favorite trick to find good internal links is this. Is site, I can't fucking type. Site legit.com SEO marketplace. So the site is obviously your site, and then what you put in quotes is the term that you want to rank for. The first one will obviously be the most relevant term for that. The second one is That's not even on our, that's like a weird promo. But the second one is the second most relevant. So build a backlink from that page up to the first one with the anchor text you want it to rank for. I've already done that in both of these cases. I don't know why this one shows twice, actually. Oh, because one's my agency. And then do that with as many of those as you can without getting too crazy, and make it contextual. And then that's my favorite way of building. That's funny. Of building internal links. So hopefully that answers that. There's other things you can do, of course, but that, in my opinion, is the best way to go about it. Give what you know away for freaking free. Exactly. Is it possible to getting work from Legiit? Yes. My username is Dave TM. All right, we'll take a look. Yeah, this is not an optimized profile at all. This cover is not very good. It's dull. It's just, I mean, it's not, I shouldn't say it's not very good. It's not great. The colors are terrible, though. They don't match the rest of your brand. I would just have this again up here. I would also get rid of the generic white person that is in your thumbnail. Get a thumbnail of that actually shows your face. I would also consider adding this as your cover photo and then you in it, and then replacing this with a picture of your face. Dave TM, if your name is not Dave, that's a terrible brand name. If it is, that's fine. You need to add a profile video. You need to, if you have more socials, and obviously you do because you're on Facebook, you need to connect those. If you speak languages other than English, which I don't know that you do, but I'm guessing that you do, I would connect to that. That's pretty much it for this. Well, let's look at the about. Boost your online expert SEO, WordPress website design, and high quality. You don't even do all of the things that you say that you do. So that's part of it. That's a problem. So instead of saying, are you looking? When you say, are you looking? You give people the chance to say no. Instead, you want to state it as if they already have some sort of problem. Then explain what you can do to solve it, or then explain what they need to solve it. Then explain how you can do it. So you've got some of the elements, but this needs work. Social media. I assume this doesn't even match. Like, this shouldn't have even been approved, to be perfectly honest. This says social media SEO, and then this says keyword research and SEO. Those are not the same thing. Okay, so no one is ever going to click this because it makes no sense. And it's a generic looking white guy saying, wow, while looking at his phone. Get a picture of you and get rid of the stock photo. So let's look at this. I bet the description is really short and bland too. Yeah, this is what I call, this is probably copied from Fiverr, would be my guess. But all these emojis and stuff make me think it was written with AI, whether it is or not. You need to explain. See, again, you're asking the question. You need to make the statement that they are struggling with something, and then tell them how you are. See, this should be the thumbnail. I mean, it's not great either, but it's better than what's there. But you need to explain to them what problem they have, make it worse, then tell them you know how to solve it, and then tell them what you will do to solve it, and then give a call to action that says click the purple add to cart button. So no, your profile is not well optimized at all. It seems like you're more worried about search than you are about making something that people will buy. So this needs a lot of work before you're ever going to get any business. Please check my profile and give me a few suggestions. Okay, but you asked for it. First of all, I know this is your name, and I hope you don't take offense to this, but that username is not good. And I know it's your name. There's nothing wrong with your name, but it's going to be hard to remember. It's got a unique spelling, so it's going to be challenging for people to remember. So just tweak that, come up with something a little more catchy and memorable and brandy and stuff. Okay, so first problem is this is not formatted well. What I would do is get rid of all these bullet points and then just put Ayazamad LinkedIn, whatever it is that you do, LinkedIn lead generator or something like that. Like that's probably not good, but something like that. And then get your picture up in the profile. Now your picture looks good. It's you facing the camera. I don't like when people tell people to smile because I had bad teeth for years and I hated it when people would tell me that, but it does help. So if you could smile, that would be great. If not, I understand. Get a profile video. You are obviously a very articulate guy. So just get on video and explain to people why they need you. You have all your socials connected, which is good. Let's look at your about. Yeah, see, again, this is just a standard about that looks like you took about 10 seconds to write. Go through, and let me just bring up mine. No, it's still up here. Go through and write at your about page as a direct response sales letter. So it will entice people to buy from you. So see how this kind of sells them on the Chris M. Walker / Superstar SEO brand. That's kind of what you need to do with the about section. I don't know if that helps or not. I have a suspicion that almost nobody reads that anyway. But if they do, then I want it to be something that encourages them to buy. I get what you're doing with the thumbnails. Like the color is coded to the LinkedIn blue. And this one is not bad. The resolution's a little low. It could be better. It could just pop a little more like some of mine do. But it's not bad. I would just play with the way it looks a little bit and then make the rest of them like this. Like, and this one, like, I don't know I know what LinkedIn Sales Navigator is, but I don't know what a LinkedIn Sales Navigator expert does. So give them a little bit more to work with, like find leads with LinkedIn Navigator, or I literally don't know what you're doing here. So it could be message your contacts on LinkedIn, whatever it is you're actually doing, you need to do that here. Same thing here, generate X type of leads from LinkedIn and provide, and then tell them the number or something like that. You're overusing the word expert. So optimize your LinkedIn profile to increase conversions by XYZ%, something like that. So that's kind of that. Now let's take a look at this one. Okay, so you are a LinkedIn profile expert, optimization expert. First of all, do you have, let me see if you have any. These have nothing to do with this service. So you need to get rid of that. And you see, you're giving irrelevant things on these thumbnails. What I want you to do instead is to go show some LinkedIn profiles that you have optimized and put them as samples both here and in the body. And then I want you to optimize this page like you would optimize a LinkedIn page. Right now, this is just boring black text. And I'm not even going to read it because it's just so dull looking. So make it bigger, explain why they need it, what would make it better, or explain what would make their life better if they had an optimized LinkedIn profile, and then explain how you and only you can do it. Okay. I think everybody needs to learn copywriting if they're going to be a freelancer. Maybe there's a topic in there somewhere, but yeah, so that's what I would suggest for you. So again, no offense, I know it's your real name, but change your username to something branded, something around LinkedIn. Get a picture of yourself in here, remove all this extra stuff, and just make Ayaz Ahmad LinkedIn something or another. Try to avoid expert because people just hate that term. And then get all the thumbnails to be the same. Explain a little better what your services do, and then make them look better. Camroll says SEO _backlink _expert. I'm going to give you this same advice that I gave Ayaz, but from a different perspective. That name is too generic. So there's going to be backlink expert and SEO expert, and I get those all confused. So again, you're probably trying to think of how to optimize for the search engine instead of optimizing for a brand. Have you noticed how every person that I've reviewed has had the same issues? That should tell you that you what you need to do. Okay. This is actually good. I mean, the aspect ratio is kind of fucked up, so fix that. But otherwise, this is good. You've got a good profile picture, and then you fall completely off a cliff here. But we'll get to that in a minute. You need to do a profile video. Just whip out your camera or your phone and go, "Hey, my name is Camrul. I do X, Y, and Z, and you need that because of A, B, and C. So click contact me, and let's get started in here." Not in here. That was just me being a dad joke. All right, let me close out some of these tabs because I have too many open. Everybody that's watching, go ahead and drop your questions in the chat. We'll talk about anything you want to talk about. And also, could you type in how to make money on Legiit? We're trying to get this to rank for that because then I won't have to answer that shit so much. All right. So there's that. Connect your socials. If you are fluent in other languages, which no offense, but you probably are, you should add that as well as English. Your about page, I almost didn't even need to look. It's going to be exactly the same thing. I know you are looking, at least you're being a little more confident. Maybe you're looking for someone to take care of your website. Okay, you're not, this is actually not as bad as I was expecting, but again, treat it like a direct response sales letter. Okay, learn direct response sales copy and page design, and then go direct to do it, implement it. All right, thumbnails, all of these are garbage. They're all stock photos. They all have too much going on in them. They look really, really cheap and really, really bad, and nobody's ever going to click on any of these. Okay, this might actually be a good service because LinkedIn niche edit links with traffic is a service that sells well, and it's at right about the same price range as everybody else. But nobody's ever going to click this because you got this generic white girl that's a stock photo. You got tons of information and low resolution, so no one's ever going to click on this. So fix that. Get a picture of yourself and say niche edits with however much traffic you promise, and that's it. And then make all the others look exactly like that. Some of these may not sell because they're just not what people are working for, especially this thing. Google Maps citations work, but putting this circle thing in here, they have a bad reputation. I don't agree. I think that they have some impact. It's minimal, but it does. So anyhow, let's look at this service, and I can guarantee I know what's wrong with the copy. At least you have a big font. That's something I like. I want you to put all of your sentences on a single line. I know that's not what we were taught in school, but it's easier to read that way. It just is. So, and that's what people look for. So, man, there is nobody watching now. Everybody has dipped off of YouTube. There's only one person left on YouTube. So we're going to wrap up soon. But go the same thing I said to everybody else. Okay. Explain what the problem is, make the problem worse, explain how to fix it, and explain how you can fix it, and then give them a call to action. This is not a bad price. It's pretty in line with what everybody else charges. So if you clean that stuff up, you'll probably be able to sell. So hopefully that helps. Any suggestion, username to following, profile, and build into? I don't understand that at all. Dorn, I'm going to jump ahead because the profile reviews is getting a little boring. I'm number one. Dorn says, is it possible to have a profile for sales? I assume that means sales development or business development, cold outreach services. Absolutely. That would normally fall under like the lead generation category under VA. We used to have that as business, but we just renamed it virtual assistant because it was kind of the same thing. But yes, I would love to have more things like that. Okay, I think that maybe then, okay, it just jumped to 9. I think maybe the reporting is broken in StreamYard today. But yeah, absolutely. In fact, I would love to have more services like that I can point to because I do get asked for that. All right, let me go back up here because I promised I'd answer questions. Ads expert. Same advice on your username that I gave, SEO _backlink _expert. Ads expert is not memorable enough. And it seems like you're just trying to use a keyword for your username instead of an actual username. See, I almost typed it wrong. Excuse me. Well, I see one problem is that you don't have any services listed and you haven't signed on for 2 years, which is why you don't have any services showing. So go fix that and then try again. Hey, bro, I have some questions. Thank you so much. I'll follow your instructions. Isan, who I did a live stream with not long ago. I think I need to take some time and work on my profile. Of course, I still work on mine from time to time. I recently gave it what the kids that work for me tell me is called a glow up by redoing my cover, my profile photo, and all my thumbnails and my about. And I still need to go through and fix the copy on and practice what I preach on several of these. It's just I have a lot of services and I'm a busy man. Creators Club says hi. Let me improve your service descriptions to attract clients on Legiit. Coupon code off 10%. Legiit carry Acon. All right, let's take a look at yours. Service to help people with that. That's I appreciate the hustle. See, Terry has a good profile. I would have I think he should put his picture up here. But other than that, this is pretty good. I would connect more socials. You obviously have a LinkedIn because you're on LinkedIn. And I would record a profile video. And again, I know you know how to write direct response. So I would write this as a direct response sales letter. All right, let's see. Irresistible service descriptions. This is the service he's talking about right here. See, he has a good sales page. I think making this purple would help, and I think making the font bigger would help. But yeah, so this is a great service, and he's offering a coupon on it. He's a really good writer, so I agree. I don't have much feedback for him beyond that. Okay, cool. My wife has a company, so should she do an agency profile? I think she should do both. I think she should list her services, and then when she creates the agency profile, her services will show up on the agency profile. So let me show what I mean by that. Resources. I haven't checked in a couple of days to see if we have any new to approve. But let's take this one for example. See, he has a agency profile. He's got a video. I would have gone with it. Randy's a good speaker, so he should. If you're listening, Randy, you should replace this with a. Well, you can't replace it, but you should have a picture, not a picture, a video of you speaking. But see, if she has services, they'll show up here as well. So I say do both. MD or Madahab, I guess, says, hi, sir. See my massage also, please. I don't want to see you massage. If you mean message, I'll see that. How are you? I'm good. I'm considering adding website mock-up design to my website copywriting for local service business. I talk about how the important elements of making sales through a website are the design and the copy, and how they need both, and how you are the person that can marry them. Not the user, the two services. Don't offer to marry users. Thank you very much. I learned a lot. I will fix all this today. Thank you again. Thank you. Uttam says hello. Dorn says, okay, will do. Creators Club says smile. All right. There's still some folks on. So if you have any questions on, it doesn't have to be on this topic. We just I intentionally funneled all of them into this so I didn't get annoyed by this question later in the week. But it doesn't have to be on how to get orders on Legiit. It can be about anything. But I'm going to ask everybody that's watching right now to do me a favor and type in the chat how to make money on Legiit. And if you're watching this in the future on the replay, please type in the comments how to make money on Legiit. We're trying to get this to show up for that term so I can easily point people to this video in the future. Hopefully hopefully they lose 162 games this year. That would be my guess. I don't have enough knowledge to say that. I know they have Aaron Judge, and I know they made a couple of big signings because they're the Yankees, and they don't build talent, they just buy it. I'm not a Yankees fan, in case that's not coming across. I probably just lost some of my audience, but oh well. Clip Mix, go ahead and put your profile in the chat and I will review it too. But I know they have Judge and they also, I forget who it was I saw that they signed, but I don't know. YouTube does that. Let me see if I can see it on YouTube itself. Yeah, YouTube like filters out the links. If not, you can send it to me in Slack. ClipMix, I'm guessing yours got the same thing. So let's take a look. It's always interesting to see what YouTube thinks I'm into on any given day. For some reason, it's been sending me Smallville things recently. I don't know why. I haven't watched that show in years. There's Claire Wineland from our charity from February. We're gonna do. Actually, I think I'll research that and announce it tomorrow. But we're going to do a suicide prevention for March. So I'll do some research on that and do that tomorrow. If those of you that are in the SEO community know why. Yeah, I don't see it, guys. If you have put it in the chat, it didn't. YouTube must have eaten it. So you can send it to me on Slack or on Facebook, or you can just type the username. Okay, Mubashir said, Mubashir, you know all of this, but all right, you just want some free promo. But we'll take a look anyhow. You must have like 10 YouTube accounts, Mubashir. All right, problem number one is the stock photo. In fact, this should not even be allowed. So I'm going to have support insist that you put either a picture of yourself or a branded logo here. This is not acceptable. Okay, so get a picture. Do that before I have to make them pause your profile. Get a picture of yourself or a branded logo here. Get a branded cover photo as well. These profile pics are good. They're a little dark as far as the color, but that's fine. Some of these are not. Like, everybody has a tendency to put too much information in here. Remember, the point of the thumbnail is to sell the click, not to sell the service. The point of the sales page is to sell the service. And I might write a post about that. But yeah, so fix that. Get rid of this generic looking shit here. It's 2 logos ago. It's got a fake white person and it got too much information in it. So fix that. Get a profile video and tell people why they should use you. You have all your socials connected, which is good. Terrible, terrible, terrible description. Write a direct response sales letter to get it here. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say about that. That's just could not be more low effort. Let's take a look at your service profile. Let's see, what's your best selling service? You've had 39 orders. Hey, see, you really should know better. Like, I know you've been around for a while. So yeah. So I'm going to look at 2 of yours because this one has a good thumbnail and has 2 reviews. This one has a shit thumbnail and has 3 reviews. So I appreciate it, Terry, but I want to write them myself. I appreciate the hustle, though. Don't put all your, you copied this from me. And that's okay. But I know you got that from me. In fact, you've copied a lot of this from me. I think this is from my, what is it, from my managed SEO service? I know or maybe it's from White Hat guest post, but I know that's copy that I wrote, and that's fine. I get it. No. It's the guest post service. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, I get why you did that. So I'm not criticizing too much. Okay, so this just needs to be like, and I know I'm being a hypocrite because You started by copying me and then you got lazy and didn't copy the rest. So if you're going to copy me, copy me all the way. That's basically the answer there. So yeah, so that's going to be the answer. If you're going to copy, do it right. So let's look at this service instead. Like I said, get rid of the ginger. Get rid of this entire thumbnail because it's complete ass. Okay, you wrote this with Chat GPT. I can tell because it's got too many emojis in it. Tired of your. I mean, the writing isn't that bad, but it's emoji overload and the font is too small. So there you go. My brother is a ginger, and he also looks like Mark Zuckerberg, and apparently like Ed Sheeran, whoever that is. So yeah, that should be enough for you, Mubasher. And make sure that you change this right away because I am going to tell support after this to make you change it. Ad expert. See what I mean? Like we already had ads expert. I like Mark Zuckerberg for the record, but anyway, ads expert Suman. Wait a minute. Aren't you the same guy that gave me a different one a few minutes ago? Am I wrong about that? Ads underscore expert. Oh, I see. Okay. So your ads underscore expert Suman. That's why you didn't have any services listed. Ads underscore expert underscore Suman. I still don't like that username. Okay. Makes a little bit more sense. This is actually a pretty good cover photo. I'm not real crazy about black, as that sounded racist. I'm not real crazy about as a background color, the color of black, but it's not terrible. I get rid of this thing. I don't like these little like stock images. I'm not a fan at all. You got a good profile picture. You're smiling. You're looking at the camera. I think that's the best one we've seen so far today. Get a profile video. Again, just take out your phone, explain, hey, my name is Suman, and I, can help you, blah, blah, blah. But, better than that. And then let's see, contact, custom order. You should also, if you have one, if you want to take meetings, you should consider putting in your Calendly link. And let me show you what I mean by that. Legit. /superstar SEO. Where is it? There we go. Share. You see, you can also put in a link to your Calendly to have people book a call with you. So if that's something you want to do, and I understand if you don't, you should do that too. And that goes for everybody. I forgot to mention that before, but because it's kind of new. But you can see you can add that as well. Anyhow, let me get back to what we were doing. We were ripping Suman a new ass. All right, so actually your thumbnails aren't too bad, well, at least some of them. This one is terrible. Get it to be just like these. Same with these. Google, like this thing where people stuff everything into one, it just drives me absolutely nuts. So fix that to make them more like these. Same with this one. You just shoved every possible thing you can into the thumbnail, and it just looks like somebody threw up on it because it's got so much stuff on it. So these are not bad. I personally am not a fan of the like explosion effect, but it's not that bad, and it matches our branding colors. So, So I mean, you've got some potential. You're offering things that businesses need, and you've got some of the elements in place. You just got to get the rest of them going. Again, this is just not good. So fix that. Now let's look at one of your services. Let's see. Never start with a question. I hate that. Like, you should be informing people of what the problem they have is, so it puts it in their head right away. So go learn how to write direct response sales copy, and then do that. Make the font bigger and make and add a direct response sales letter to all of these. So yeah. All right, now we get Salman Razak. Again, I know that's your name, but it's too hard to remember how to type. So come up with a brand name. Again, there's nothing wrong with your name. I don't want anyone to take that away from this. It's just it's too hard to remember. So, all right, got to get a cover photo. Make sure just go back and listen to what I said to everybody else about theirs. Oh man, this is not bad. Crop it a little better so it shows your entire head. If the picture doesn't have that, then whatever. But it kind of looks like it cut your head off. Add if you want to book calls with people, add that. Add the rest of your socials. Clearly, you have a YouTube. You get it. You get the idea. If you speak more than English, which I assume that you do, you should list that as well. Thumbnails are just way too hard to tell what they do. They don't make me want to click at all. You've been pushing your stack service to me for a while, so I assume you're good at it. But I look at this, and all I see is a bunch of hard to see stuff. So get just a picture of yourself and say, authority, do follow cloud stack backlink. Like, I think this is probably a good service. It's not presented well. And that's why it doesn't convert. See, it looks a little better here. In fact, Versal is an interesting addition. Like, looking at this, I'm actually kind of interested in it, but that shouldn't be the thumbnail. That should be in the body. Well, this is a video. Unfortunately, you can't do that in the video, but I would explain how this helps and just be a little more salesy with this. Like, explain how having one of these will help solve their problem. Their problem probably is that they aren't ranking. Tell them why that's a problem, and then tell them that they need to fix it, and then explain how this can help fix it. Add some of the visuals, like this would fit well in here, and so would this. So you've got a lot of the pieces. You just need to put them all together. I hope that helps. Do you still recommend SEO service list? I need some help with local. Make your recommended. Oh, do I still have a service list? Yes. You can download our guide, but I also have a landing page that I can send you to that has all the services in our guide as well. But first, go to go.legiit.com/download. And that's everything I do for local SEO. It's going to ask for your email. But where'd it go? It's going to ask for your email, but it'll give you that. But also I have a landing page. Let me go find the URL that was sent to me. Yeah, so this is a landing page that is the services from that guide as well. It doesn't give you any instruction, but it does give you all of the services. So you can check that out. MD, oh my goodness. All right. Well, that's a terrible username too, because not only does it have your name in it, but it has a bunch of random numbers that nobody else but you is going to remember. MD. See, I can't even, I'm reading it and I'm having a hard time remembering it. Raheem 2128. Enter. All right, get rid of these stock photos and this stuff like this. If you're going to use our name, use our logo. The pictures, it's not great, but it's good enough. You do have a video. That's cool. I think that's the first one today. See, my man. That's not bad. That's good enough. With the video, it's almost like as long as it's there, it's good enough. You have all your socials connected, which is good. If you speak another language other than English, which, again, I kind of think you do, I would add that. Your about page needs to be a direct response. That's actually a bit different than I was expecting. But again, it looks like you're trying to SEO optimize it. So explain why they need it, what you do. Fix your thumbnails because they both suck. Let's see. You're not going to make a living off of these types of services. They will sell here and there, obviously, but you need something that's going to be a little bit more valuable. You're not going to make enough money off of those, is what I'm saying. And I can almost tell you what's wrong with the copy. I can almost tell you exactly what it's going to look like before I even look. And it's exactly what I was picturing. I do like how you say what buyers will get, but you haven't explained to that. First of all, buyers is kind of a derogatory term. So just change that to people or what you will get. But you haven't explained to them why they need it first. So you need to explain to them why they need it and then explain what they'll get. So hopefully that helps. It didn't show your profile link, Graphicazi, the graphic master. So you'll need to put your username in. I don't know why it does that. Noted. Thank you very much. Thanks, boss. See, I don't know why it takes. Oh, that's Facebook. Utam SEO master. Yeah. All right. You have too much going on up here. Like I don't dislike it, but it's a little bit too busy. So just get rid of one of the pictures of you and just one big text about what you do or your brand name. You look different in your profile pic than you do in these pics. It's just an observation. Add a profile video. I'm glad that you have all these other languages. I'm surprised if you actually speak all of those, but if you do, good for you. It's more than I speak. I have actually I have two. I have I'm native or bilingual in English, and I have basic Tagalog. Po. All right, where was I? All right, your service. These thumbnails are not great, especially this one. That one's completely terrible. So get rid of it. This one's actually not bad, but you just have a little bit too much going on in it. Same with these two. There's a little too much going on. So just the words of what it is and sell the click. I'm going to write a post about that today, but sell the click with the thumbnail and the title. And then don't try to stuff everything into it. Again, I don't like starting off with a question. Start off with a statement. Your website doesn't rank in Google. What do you do? If you need to have a question, have it be, your website does not rank in Google. What do you do? But this just is a bunch of words that don't really say anything. So get a direct response sales letter like with the PAS format and do that. In fact, you can even go over to ChatGPT and at least actually let's I'm going to save that and make a video out of it. Anyway, I guess I'll post it on Facebook because I can't post it on my YouTube channel. What is going on here? So yeah, that's kind of the same thing I said to everyone else. Do you know any directory websites? Do you use any? Do you know any directory platforms to use? So, are you looking for like actual directory sites or a way to create them? I kind of feel like you mean like a tool to create them, but maybe I'm wrong. I think that's going to be the next tool I build, though, is a mass page builder. Do you? Yeah, can you be more specific? I don't know what you mean. Do you have any directory websites, or I'm not sure what you're looking for. I hope you're doing well. My username is Global SEO Hub. Don't put your email on Facebook, dude. That's just good advice. Global SEO Hub. This is not a bad name, but we do have a global SEO who's been with us from day one. So I typed that wrong. You may get confusion. That's all I'm saying. See, this is not bad. You got a little too much information in here. I would just get rid of all of this. Leave this. You can leave the computer if you want. I would probably toss it, and then just put Global SEO Hub here. Okay, so get rid of this guy. I assume that's not you with a beard. If it is, then okay, but get rid of him, replace him with you. This is a great profile picture, probably the best one we've seen today. Add a profile video. If you speak other languages, you probably don't, but English and Bangla, that's good. These thumbnails are bordering on okay. They have our old logo. I know that's hard to keep up with, but there's still a little too much information. And also, I feel like you copied that name from someone else. Try to use your own stuff. But so basically, take this thumbnail, remove all this gobbledygook, and just get rid of the old logo. You can put the new one if you want, or just leave it off and put just what it is, and then sell it with the thumbnail. Get rid of this one altogether. Get rid of this one altogether, and make them all like I just suggested. And then let's look at. I'm sorry this turned into how to get order Mike money on Legit. I kind of predicted that though, so that's why I did that. Yeah, I'm not even going to read this, but maximize your. Yeah, you just need to go the same thing I've said to everybody else. Go look up the pain, agitate, solve format for Legit profiles and do that. Oh God. That's because you haven't done enough work to deserve it. Yep, you're right. I don't want them showing in search right now for the reasons that I explained to you when I audited your profile. That's why they're not showing in search, is because they're not helpful to our customers right now. A tool for like business listing directory. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might make something though. I missed somebody. Well, I wouldn't say I missed them. Graphic Azzy. Azzy? Okay. This is good. Like I would expect from someone that calls themselves the graphic master. Get a profile video. I like your profile picture. Although this kind of looks like an in memoriam picture. Got your languages. I suspect that you speak language in addition to French, German, and English. So if you do, please add that. If you want to do profile, if you want people to be able to contact you, you can add that. I don't have experience as a graphic seller, but I still feel like having, I don't know. Let's take a look. Come on. Yeah, see, I would go with this style for your thumbnails. He's a little inconsistent, but all of his look sharp. So, like you obviously know how to do it because you do have some good looking graphics. So, I would look at some of what the top graphics folks are doing and emulate their profile style. And let's take a look at this one. Whew, this has been a long stream. So these are not, I mean, I'm not a graphics person, but these are not bad. And this is not a bad price. I would get some of them embedded in the body. And get rid of these quotes. That tells me that you didn't write this yourself. There's really like also I would explain why it's so vital to have a good logo for their business. And like maybe even show some like classic logos like Coca-Cola or something like that. as examples of how powerful a logo can be. Why not make one session how to create best? I've done that so many times, and the people that are there, they don't do it, and then the people that aren't there don't go look for it. So I'm just tired of doing it. MRB designer, I mean, you should know all this by now. I saw your video the other day. It was very good. What I don't see is you promoting yourself anymore. Did I type it wrong? MRBD designer. That's why. Mr. Bangladesh designer. I never got that before. I mean, this is really good. I would get your picture in the thumbnail, but I get why you didn't. You got your video. Yeah, that's the video from the other day. English and Bengali. Same thing. I would just go look at what's working, but you have as many orders as many graphics folks, so you know it's good. But yeah, I would just go look at like his and try to emulate that. And I've used this service before, I believe. Yeah, I mean, you got like 4 logos ago of ours, but yeah, I would just give your pages a bit of a glow up, and I think you'll be good to go. You do good work. You just got to start selling it. Whew. I've seen one video. He put data on one website and he get instant 200 few of directories to do something similar. Look at profit fortune. It's a decent directory. Okay. Thank you for press. All right. I think that's going to do it. We've been here for an hour and 11 minutes. So I will post at the beginning of the week in the Superstar SEO group every week. Ask me anything and I'll answer it on Sunday. I'll do that in the Legiit group probably on Tuesday and then on my personal profile at some point. So be on the lookout for that. Please go watch my other YouTube videos, like not just the live streams. Please do that for me. When you see them on your homepage, which you should now that you've watched one of my live streams, please watch my my regular videos. I'm putting a lot of effort. I'm paying a lot of money for this. So you guys should be my ideal audience. So please go watch them for me. I'd really appreciate it. I'm putting out some really high quality stuff, some of the best work I've ever done. So please go watch those and enjoy, leave a comment and share. Of course, subscribe. I think most of the folks here are already subscribed, but if you're not, please do. And I'll be back tomorrow. We'll continue with our case study. And I think we're going to start a new one on growing an agency from scratch. I think that's what I'm going to do, is everything to grow an agency from scratch. And if you have any questions, we can always ask them as well. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for your time. Take care of yourself. Take care of your friends. Check in with the people that you care about and make sure they're doing okay. And I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.